Greeting interwebs, it's Jackie K, and welcome for another edition of Pokémon XG Next Gen. Don't mind me having a little more distracting than usual this episode. I didn't even bother to go back and heal, did I? No, it's fine. We'll probably run into another battle before we know it. And here I was just about to say, apologies in advance if I'm a little more sidetracked compared to usual. I'll go into the details more why once we actually get into a battle. Also, I'm using a new controller for the first time, and things are still set up where X is B and B is X. Didn't make the transition to moving the controls back for the new controller, so this could be a little awkward for multiple occasions. You know, I was expecting someone to fall from the sky from now, but I guess it won't be that easy. Alright. Worth it. The only downside is that we have to backtrack all the way to town to sell them, but that's fine. I know the perfect opportunity where we can go back to do so. I was already planning on doing so when we reach that point, so I'll get more into it when the time's more appropriate. Oh, there they are. So here's the reason why I was going to be a little more distracted than usual. Pokemon Go Community Day is going on, and initially my plan was to actually record an episode before Community Day started, and then just have my phone open while I watch a stream or something, and just see if I have any shinies around in the area. But that plan didn't go according to planned, because I probably spent like a good 20 minutes trying to just get everything set up in of itself. Apparently this controller has a mic in it for some reason, and that screws up all my audio settings every time it's plugged in. And didn't notice that until I tried literally every other option besides, oh hey, maybe I should check my Steam Deck and see what setting it is at, or what setting it has for audio. Speaking of surprises though, something about the golem there seemed a little surprising. As much as I want to go for as much as I want to go for an earthquake. Well, it's a shadow Pokemon, so I guess it would be taking super effective damage anyways, either way. We can get one earthquake in and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be alright. So yeah, so instead of my initial plan, I essentially have my phone up here, and every now and then, in a little lull in the battle, I'm just gonna check to see if any new Bellsprout spot up and check for a shiny. I would have waited and gone for my walk during Community Day, because I try to go walking during the weekends as is, but I'm just feeling so up to having a walk in the morning, and I didn't want to play the game on Pokemon Go schedule. I wanted to go out and walk on my own. Also, that's a funny interaction. Pretty sure a normal game would consider that a feint and not do the automatic swap in the process. But this is no normal game now, is it? This is actually kind of unfortunate. The fact that every one of my moves are either super effective or not very effective. And I'm kind of a little worried that play rough will be a little bit overkill. It's a golem. I suppose it'll be fine. Downside though is like I would like to just take out the X-Cloud here and now. We'll try to go for the paralyzation. No biggie if it takes forever and a half to whittle away this golem because of that, but oh well. So yeah. I was able to find one shiny Bellsprout before I started the recording session today, so I'll show you all what that's all about. Of course. And here I was half tempted to go for a Y guard specifically because of that. But I was like, nah, it's not. It probably has Shell Shake, but I shouldn't assume. No, 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 jump for redirect. What an exciting start. I don't even know if I said if I would show the picture of the Bellsprout I took while I was setting up. And you know, there is a little regret. If I would have realized that I didn't already have a Shining Bellsprout in Go, maybe I would have waited until the community day time frame to go for my walk. But there is something liberating about going for a walk when I feel up to going for a walk, and not when Niantic feels up to requesting me to go on a walk. I guess it's been a while since we've last seen Mirror B, so it wouldn't hurt to have an excuse. Okay, that's the second time a non-Shadow Pokemon has used Shadow Sky. I get you want that used to move more, but don't want to just create an entire team of Shadow Pokemon before the final boss. But it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right for a non-Shadow Pokemon to use Shadow Sky. If you really wanted to use the weather condition so badly, why not make a non-Shadow move that does something similar? I don't know. I'm kind of nitpicking. But it does kind of rub me the wrong way. I guess it'll be fun to see if I can get more than one Shiny Bellsprout during the time frame of this, or get a Shiny Bellsprout in the time frame of this recording, which I guess by default would be more than one from the time frame I've been home. Do I go for Earthquake? I resist it, but I don't know if Unlimited will be strong enough. We'll see. Speaking of which, wonder if there's any new Bellsprouts. There's one, and looks like one might have even popped up in the background. Well, things are off to a great start. Botching the first Shadow Pokemon of the recording session. Fantastic. As I kind of was saying though, we've gotten so many of them, and we haven't had a good excuse to visit Mirror B in a little while, so I guess one can get away. It's not the end of the world. Is there any, I can't think if there was anywhere else I would want to fall. I think that was the only item from falling down the panels. Why am I still tempted to do so anyways? I really don't want to backtrack for that whole lever puzzle. Oh, speaking of, remember when I said we would be near a place where we could backtrack? Well, not even recording one episode kind of makes it a little awkward, but this was the point that I was thinking of. Makes me wonder if I should go back to heal, because I know what's coming up next. I have 2 Pokemon down. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Gives me a chance to check on these Bellsprouts. If this one Bellsprout would stop being so stubborn. Heck, if I had things set up, I would do like a recording for y'all so you can see exactly what I'm going through with this Bellsprout hunting. It's probably going to be the most interesting thing that happens for a little bit. You know, it's a lot of backtracking, but I've already come so far. You know what, just run, little Bellsprout. Figured the least I can do while waiting to go back is actually do a little screen capture of my phone while I'm checking on these Bellsprouts, just in case one of them sparkles along the way. Give us a little bit of filler as we're backtracking back and forth. But nah. Oh. I didn't even realize you could have the screen capture track your finger movements that looks a little weird for the recording. Oh. Not gonna waste all the space on my phone by keeping that going on the whole time frame, but if something sparkles, so now you know. Probably not even a good idea to actually keep all this backtrack. Again, I'm not really talking about that much too exciting. It's just a just in case something happens with the shiny Bellsprout along the way. And yes, I did backtrack all the way to the healing center when the shortcut back was right over there. I know it's coming up. I don't have that many resources. I need them for the actual battle itself. I'm not wasting my revives right before a boss fight when I can just take an extra 5 minutes to backtrack all the way and get everyone healed up for free. This is probably why I never really get around to using PowerPoint items in the game either. I would complain about the lack of Bellsprouts, but I am kind of just sitting in one place, so the fact I'm getting any at all is a miracle in of itself. Wow. Talon Swift, you've really kind of hit the ball there. I know your whole gimmick is hit hard and faint fast, but do I even want to lead with you for the fight? I think you have wide guard, so... And I guess it wouldn't hurt to save. And if I'm gonna save, I might as well just check on... make a break in the recording real quick. Well, Bellsprouts are gonna have to wait for a little bit, because I know what happens next. Hi, Snattle. It's been a hot minute since we last seen our mayor wannabe, or governor. For some reason I recall him not changing it. My plan was perfect. The only problems were the utterly useless Loravina and Gordon, and sure, blame all your problems on everyone else but yourself, just like a real politician. Sure, unless you have a shallow cast form, I ain't interested. It's been a thought in my back of my mind for so long, but cast form is such a weak Pokemon. I feel like if they were going to do a shadow Pokemon of it, it would have happened ages ago. Like, I mean, all this hype behind Shadow Sky, and I haven't been able to use my own cast form alongside with it, that feels like the real wasted potential of this entire mod. It does make sense that Regice is here, though. That is not a good sign, though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh my god, am I level 63 with huge power? I may be a little under level. Just a hunch. Which is a shame because I spent so long grinding the main team to get up to snuff. Maybe we'll have to go back to Mount Battle before the finale yet. Right, initial plan. This is probably the best I can lead off with, so Wide Guard and Earthquake and hope that he wants to go for Blizzard or something. That would be fantastic. Yeah, kind of was afraid of that. I'm actually kind of impressed that I did just as much to the Porygon 2 as I did to the Regice. Oh! Oh, I was expecting the Regice to go for Blizzard. Not too keen the fact that I didn't block that. What do you have, Ellie? Because you really tanked that like a hero. Probably the Assault Vest. But I've been bouncing between a few items, so I don't recall for sure. But Assault Vest is my general go-to, so that makes sense. Oh, even better, the Aurora Filter. You think... Hey, YouTube. You think that Snazzle's AI would be dumb enough to keep going for Blizzard if I keep spamming Wide Guard? I'm tempted to try. Because I may have to burn through a few items, but I could take those shells all day. And if I get frozen, I'm pretty sure I have at least one full restore in the back pocket. It might be a little risky to go for that again, but... I kinda want to. As long as I don't crit, it wouldn't be too much. Emphasis on not critting. Also, like, getting frozen sucks. That's... Okay, Snattle, you might have slightly more of an IQ than I gave you credit for. I mean... If I swap to Tail and Swift, I can still go for the Earthquake, which... I want that. So far, it doesn't look like that Porygon has anything to take advantage of the attack boost. But I still don't like the concept of a huge power Porygon too, regardless. Well, it's a bit of a risk, but let's go for broke. Whew. I'm gonna ease some tensions by checking my phone and seeing if there's any new Bellsprouts to check. Man, I was really hoping that I would at least take out the Porygon too. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's right, Blizzard. The best thing to send a flying type on. Ugh. I don't know how I missed, but the worst part is that it probably doesn't even matter. Yeah, if it wasn't for that Blizzard, I would definitely send Funland out here and put it to sleep, but... You have the second Aurora filter? That's good enough for me. The good news is that's exactly the health range that I want to have the Regice at. Ugh. Would a Roost even be enough to survive a Blizzard though? I could also... Well, not if it get gained up on, which is definitely a possibility. You know, let's go for the Hail Mary. I don't know if I want to waste a Shade Ball when I haven't even put it to sleep, but... Wonder if I should just go full YOLO and throw the Luxury Ball. Just in case. Screw it. You know, if I'm really going Hail Mary, it might be better just to assure that I get rid of the Porygon too. Okay, no, that was the right call. For some reason I thought I accidentally attacked the Regice. There's no more Bellsprouts, so... Not gonna lie, I got a little excited when I saw it shake once. You know, while I'm trying to think of something else to talk about, reflecting back, I could have sworn that whole floor panel puzzle was much bigger than it actually was. I remember me spending a lot more time on that floor in particular than we did today, and I can't put my finger quite on why. So I would say the good news is that we can at least defend ourselves, but I think we learned from the past that Unless Overheat does... Yeah, Heat Wave doesn't defall us for some reason. I'm not quite sure if that would be the same with Overheat. Just the fact that not every single fire move doesn't instantly defall you the moment you use it, that kind of just baffles me. Imagine if that was like the third Marowak that we could catch in this entire game. Man, I kind of want to just, as much as I know it's important for me to put it to sleep, I kind of just want to Woodhammer it now and get it out of the way, but Shadow Shield is a problem. I guess I could use this time to set up. Assuming it doesn't go for something like Boomerang right on me. But yeah, like I feel like that Marowak is going to be a problem for Houndoom. I just know the Regigice is going to be a bigger problem. Or Bone Club. Same problem at the end of the day. Okay. If you want to be dumb so bad, you could have just said so. So, any objections to just Woodhammering this thing and obliterating it to next week in the Kingdom Come? I don't see it. I don't see any. Alright. Before I go right ahead and get right into the Shade Ball, let's try our other options. 'Cause if I could save Shade Balls for the final boss, I get the feeling that it would be incredibly useful. And I don't think enough time has passed to really make good use out of the Timer Balls yet. So this seems to be our next best option. The problem is I just don't have too many Ultra Balls to work around with either. Dang, I got a little excited when I saw the double shake. Alright, let's hope that this one-shots the Marowak and doesn't completely one-shot me in the process. Yeah, we can work with that. As long as I keep everyone asleep, Funlin can get her HP back up with the auto healing, and we'll be in the good shape to go. Good room to prosper. Another potential Woodhammer target could kind of complicate the plan just a little. Do I go for another Ultra Ball? No, I'm just gonna go for a Timer Ball. Sometimes I underestimate how quickly that it can get up to max. And I just want this Regigice out of here before it wakes back up, because that could be a problem in of itself. Case in point. God. I think this is twice when a Regigice became insanely easier to catch with a Timer Ball. My god, did I push that close. Huzzah to our hero Funlin. Wait, are you already down to your last Pokemon? No, of course not. Oh, of course they pushed the Shadow Articuno early. Makes me wonder what the final... This is normally a final boss Pokemon. We're running out of legendaries for the final boss to have, though. I wonder if I'm fast enough to get a Spore. Oh my god, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, cause... I could try to one-shot the Waldron, but then I get obliterated by the Articuno. Or I could put the Articuno to sleep, but then I get one-shot by the Waldron. Could gamble on a chance and hope for a wide guard? I almost forgot that I did set up a nasty plot earlier. Oh, this is the consequences of my buttons being mixed. In any other situation, I would go for the Drain Punch, but... Oh, we're already down to his last two. Slightly different idea. Maybe have Swimmer Speed, wall some hits while I take care of the Wall Drain, and then we can just 2v1 it. You know, let's go for it. I get the feeling like Flame Chomp's not gonna last too much longer after this turn anyways. And I'd like to take advantage of our nasty plots. You know, maybe I should have gone for the Heat Wave. It is super effective against Articuno, but it is an Articuno. So if I could, like, do major damage to the Wall Drain and chip away at the Articuno, that'd be pretty cool too. So let's see what this does. It hurt, but at least I can't get frozen again. And that sounds like a attack hand delivered for Flame Chomp. Has her name on it and everything, unfortunately. Alright. So... do you have Thunderbolt or Discharge on you currently? Thunderbolt. But also Hyper Voice. I mean, I wish I could double check how much HP the Wall Drain had, because I'm tempted to, like, send Congenerate in here. Get the Hyper Voice to do damage to Articuno and get Wall Drain out of here. But if the Wall Drain has too much health left, that's not exactly a good option either. Also, I just realized that he may be low on Pokemon, but I'm not doing much better. Yeah, that might be a little too much damage to take out with a Hyper Voice. Well, we don't have these full restores for nothing. Let's get Wall Drain out of here and figure out what we're going to do about the Articuno from there. We got Regice fairly easy once I decided Timer Balls were an option. I think if we can 2v1 the Articuno, especially if I can get Funland in here safely, then this battle may not be so bad. I'll be honest, I was a little worried when I saw all the level 60 Pokemon. But there might be hope left. Shellstorm only hits one target, so Wide Guard won't help me as much as I hope. You can't freeze an Ice type, so I might as well go for a little more damage. Right. I want to double check. Does Play Rough lower attack or defense? Oh right, it's not going to say that on this screen. I think it might be attack. Actually, that doesn't really help me against Articuno, but the thing is, both these moves aren't exactly the most accurate thing. So it's gonna try to go for one that has a chance of a good secondary effect. I don't know. I'm kind of just winging it and buying my time for the perfect opportunity to send my Breloom in here. That's quite a bit more damage than I was expecting from that move. Do I do it? Do I do the Forbidden? Do I become my worst enemy? Because an Ice Punch, if Play Rough did that much, then a non-stab Ice Punch should get into good catching range, but that would leave my Jolteon without too much to do. You know, I got a slightly better idea than the Double Protect. I'll just heal up Funland now. That way we're slightly less likely to get one shot when I send it in later. You did good, Congenerate. You did good. I think that Protect bought me just enough time to get it in the right range of health. Fantastic. Now we just bring in Funlin, put it to sleep, and we got free range to throw as many Pokeballs as we want at this thing. Let's put the plan into motion. Is there any chance I could go for an AoE move? Or am I better off spending that time maybe like using X item? All I have is the X attack though, and I don't want to do more attack damage. Should I revive someone as a backup just in case things go awry? Yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad idea. Right, Ellie is probably the most bulky Pokemon I have. Alright, get you to sleep. I kinda was afraid that you would go first. Thankfully, you seem more... you don't realize the consequences of your own action. Alright, just in time for the hail to stop. That's pretty good. Alright, don't attack. I guess I could keep spamming Spore. If I'm going after the Articuno, then I don't really have anything to lose. Well, if enough time passed for the Regice, then I think more than enough time has passed for the Articuno. I'm gonna need to pick myself up some more timer balls. And a lot of other items, but thankfully once we beat Snattle... Okay, maybe it is based per Pokemon in this game and not for the whole trainer fight in of itself. Yeah. I'm gonna heal after this one way or another, so I got nothing to lose from being on top of things and going for Spore every turn on the off chance that it actually wakes up. Though if it keeps breaking out of Pokeballs at this point, maybe I got a little something to lose if I keep going for Spore. I mean, I do have Ethers and other things if it really comes down to it. Wouldn't it be funny to catch the bird in a nest ball? I know it doesn't work like that, but I'm a little too close to not take this seriously. Come on. A 1, a 2. Yeah, of course, the one time that actually stays asleep for a long time, that's when I thought it'd be a good idea to just keep using Spore every single turn. It's almost like it's staying asleep just to waste my power points. But, like, I mean, it's been asleep for 3 turns, if not 4. Surely this will be the turn that it wakes up. The moment I go for the power point healing item, that's gonna be the turn that it wakes up. I can feel it already. Unless we just get it. That works too. Alright, and Snattle is out of the picture. Yeah, your perfect plan. The only perfection I see here was the perfect snag. God, I just realized how wimpy his little run is. It's kind of funny. Okay, so I just started this recording session, so I might push a little further into the Dark Isles, but This is the cruelest thing I've seen from a video game in a hot minute. This is the cruelest thing I've seen from a video game in a hot minute. It would be more funny if I just hit the reset button here and now, but screw it. Let's just see how badly this goes. I got some Bellsprouts to check up on anyways. It's only 3 Pokemon. I'm above their levels. We still got Poison Heal going on Funlin. It will be okay. Let me do a sync up just to be sure. Begin recording starting. Oh, it's a I didn't even realize I had a shiny Bellsprout on here. Darn. Now let's see if I can find that shiny Bellsprout that I just found so I could actually have it on recording for y'all. Can I get away with a wide guard? Because Earthquaking and Blissey would be my best option. But I also kind of need a heal. Well, it looks like he was going for Protect anyways. So sure. I was gonna say that's a little weird to see someone Protect with a Blissey partner. I guess I can sort of see it. Though it's kind of weird you would go for Shadow Sky on your own part when you have no Shadow Pokemon. That's a little suspicious. Just slightly less. Why did I go for the Earthquake? It probably has Levitate. Weezing always has Levitate. What was I even thinking? I swear, if I let that Bellsprout go by the wayside because I just wanted to get it on film, I'll be a little salty about the situation. I think this one's looking at me, so it's not the shiny. Okay, now I'm kind of worried I'm gonna... Oh, here we go. Found the shiny. It's even a nice 6990. 690. For those of you that still have your brains. Sure, I would say one more time, but I'm kind of burned. It's not gonna be that ideal. I think it might be smarter if I go for Liquidation with you, and just use one of these full heals and get rid of that burn. And in the process, I can get this golden Bellsprout in my party. I didn't pull out Pokemon Go at all once during that boss fight. I kind of figured I needed the focus. So there's definitely been plenty of Bellsprouts that popped up in the time frame of doing that fight. Well, I forgot just how physically frail that Blissey even is. It might have been pointless for me to undo the burn on Weezing after all. No. Okay, and that's a normal Shuckle because we got a Shadow Shuckle already. You have a weird strategy. I am gonna predict the Protect and just gang up on you. I guess I could go for Rock Slide just in case. Yeah. Now next turn, you're doomed. I didn't even think about the flinching possibility. But yeah, we can have this work in our favor in multiple ways. I guess it wasn't too bad. I feel a little sad about wasting a potion so close to the end. Might have been better if I kept the recording going long enough to get to a healing station, but I completely forgot about this fight. Not gonna lie. At least Funland also has Wide Guard, so we could still get our mileage out of the move yet. Especially because I don't really have anything... Oh. No, I think Bug resists fighting, so this would still be neutral. Actually, why don't I put you to sleep so you stop being an issue? That sounds like a good plan, too. I don't got too much to say because I'm a little on edge of focused on staying alive. And even if I wasn't, if the focus wasn't on trying to stay alive, it's trying to catch these Bellsprouts before they disappear, because who knows how long I've left them alone. So, sorry about that. The game audio, or I mean my mic, kind of just died in the middle of that battle, I think. But it was so short of a segment, I'm not sure... Well, I can't re-record it, because we're never getting that element of surprise again. So I guess all I can really say is sorry. And there'll probably be some post-commentary to keep you entertained at the very least. There is no other shiny Bellsprouts in that whole segment if you're curious. This will definitely be the end of this episode. So thank you all for tuning in for another edition of Pokemon XG Next Gen. Next time, I think I see an old friend waiting for us in the distance. Why don't we pay them hello? Maybe after I heal up my team, though. Until then, though, take care.